Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I would love to see you stick around. In today's video, we're going to be going over what I believe is a new multi-level marketing company. And they are talking about this pink champagne diet is what I have been seeing. The way that I even came across this was because I got a friend request from a person that I don't know. And my settings are set up as you can only request me if we have mutual friends with one another. And so I saw that we had some mutual friends. I took a look at their profile, no idea who this person was. And then I started scrolling through because their profile was public or is public. And I found that this person kept talking about this pink champagne diet. I did find a video on YouTube once I started researching for this a little bit more. I actually found two. So we're only going to be covering the one video today because it is, I think it's almost 20 minutes long or something like that. But before we get into that, because it's more of an opportunity call, before we get into that, let me just introduce you to this pink champagne diet. And it looks to be sold by this company called Sea Moss Depot, and it is seamossdepot.com. I have not been able to find an income disclosure statement or a compensation plan, and their website, the one part it says wholesale, and then the other part is affiliate program. However, as we're going to get into the video in just a few short minutes, it definitely sounds like a multi-level marketing company, and they even talk about network marketing in that particular video. But here is the product, and it says pink champagne diet, 30-day supply, free shipping. It was originally $125 and is now $100. But then what I wanted to focus on was the next couple of photos. So the next one, it shows this before and after of someone who started on October 24th, and then it shows October 31st, and then it shows November 8th. That is, from those before and after photos, that is a significant weight loss to do in such a short time span. Which is why I wanted to talk about this, because a lot of what these people are putting out there and talking about, it's very extreme. So the next thing, it's a picture of the drink. And one thing I wanted to note is that the photos that this company has on their website of the pink champagne diet product, it seems to be done by other people. It's not a professional type of photo, which you would think that they would have professional photos, but it looks like these are just photos that they took off of someone's Instagram. This one, it's like I said, it's a photo of the drink, and it says pink drink warning. Side effects may include extremely great mood, decrease in appetite, less snacking, incredible natural energy, better focus, flatter tummy, stronger nails, looser fitting clothes, better regular poops, better sweet blood numbers, cleaner house, no more laundry pileup, way better sleep. The way that they market this is it does so many different things. And this is giving me maybe not necessarily Amari vibes, because I think Amari focuses mostly on mental health and things of that nature, whereas this is focusing, maybe this would be more so like an Elamir. I think this would be more so like an Elamir, because the videos of reps that I've seen, yeah, this is giving me Elamir vibes. That's the right MLM to be talking about. But then if we move on, the next before and after picture, y'all, before I put it up on the screen, there is no way that this happened within this time span, because it shows day 1 and then it shows day 8. So let me put that up on the screen right here. Yeah, there is no way. There is, unless, even if they got some kind of plastic surgery, even with plastic surgery, you have a recovery period. There is absolutely no way that this was done within that time span of day 1 to day 8. Maybe I'm wrong. Any people out there who are registered dietitian nutritionists, who are personal trainers, who are experts within this field, if I'm incorrect and this is in fact possible, please leave it in the comment section below. Even if it is possible, in my opinion, I don't think this would be considered a healthy weight loss. So just leave it in the comment section below if you have anything to add about this. Hey guys, Editing Monica here. I just wanted to say that the only way I think these before and after photos would be possible is if these people maybe had a baby. That's the only way that I could see that kind of a significant change in a before and after. However, if they didn't have a baby, then I would be very concerned as to how they lost this amount of weight in such a short time span. But anyway, back to the video. If we scroll down, because I went through the photos that they have on the post, but if we scroll down, the 30-day supply, it makes 4 gallons, and it says keto friendly, only 10 calories, help with appetite, gut health, gives you energy, helps with weight loss. I have noticed that a lot of people, a lot of MLM companies, maybe not a lot of people, a lot of MLM companies have been talking about gut health. And I do think that there is something to be said about gut health. It's just, there's too many MLMs that have recently come out with gut health products. I know that Plexus has been talking about gut health for a really long time with their pink drink, which is why it's kind of funny because this drink is also pink, which is why at first glance, when I saw that it said pink champagne diet, at first glance, I thought it was Plexus, but I was like, no, because they call it the pink drink. So it has to be something else, which is why I decided to go onto Google and do just a quick little typeroo in there, and yeah, it popped up with this company. I don't really have too much information about it. Maybe if I can, because I'm not gonna lie, I didn't spend too much time researching it when it comes to ingredients or anything of that nature. Maybe in my next video discussing this company, I will go ahead and do a little more research to see if I can find more information, even just the ingredients, and maybe talk to someone who would be able to help me kind of understand that, because when it comes to ingredients, I'm really not well versed in that whatsoever. However, without further ado, now that I have given you just a very brief rundown of what this pink champagne diet is, kind of the marketing strategy that they're going for, let's go ahead and just react to this opportunity call. The title of it is How to Make $100 a Day Online, and it's the Pink Champagne Diet Movement. Let's just hop right in.
What is going on? Hopefully you guys are having an incredible day. Listen, I'm super excited to show you exactly what the pink champagne lifestyle is about. You've probably been seeing it all over social media. So really quick, I'm gonna break it down to you. And if it's something that you're interested in, you are going to be able to get back to the person who showed you this video or who shared the week supply with you. Any way that you have been able to tap into the pink champagne lifestyle, we're super excited about it. And we want all of you guys to be a part of it. And so we want to talk a little bit about what it actually is, because it's something, you know, that's spreading quick, super excited. Africa is taking off. The United States is taking off. And we're going to get this all around the world, guys. And so the incredible thing is you have the opportunity to spearhead this with us. Okay. And so it's not just a product, but it is a lifestyle. And so you see some of my awesome teammates that are here with me in the photo, guys. We all have adapted to a lifestyle of elevation. Okay. A lifestyle of elevation. I'm going to break that down to you and explain to you exactly what all of that means. All right.
So she is talking, she's using FOMO pretty much, which if you don't know what that is, it's fear of missing out. And talking about get in at the ground level is what this rep is going for, that type of marketing strategy, because, oh, we're taking off in Africa, we're taking off in the US. So I really think I have to do research and look into this a little bit more, because I mean, there's not going to be much information out there because it is a newer company, but maybe, just maybe, I can find something. And then when she talks about a life of elevation, that's going to be a theme within this video, because I did watch this before. I don't remember 100% what was said in this video, but I do remember her repeating the lifestyle and elevation over and over again. So that is going to be, just like I said a few seconds ago, the theme of this video. In my opinion, that's how I'm taking it.
Right. And so my quote that I've used, as I've grown up and decided to become a successful entrepreneur, having that dream of being the first millionaire in my family, having that dream of traveling around the world, and just everything elevated. I remember the first time that I ever joined into the online network marketing industry. And I was sitting next to one of the people who signed me up in the business, and they had a Rolex on their arm. And I said, Jesus, I want that watch. Right. And it wasn't about the materialistic things. It was more so for the status. Right. When we tell you to come quickly because we're living amongst the
Maybe she stumbled on her words here, but how is wanting to have a Rolex not materialistic, but you want it for the status? Am I missing something here? But just right there, she is also saying how I wanted to be the first millionaire in my family. I wanted to be a successful entrepreneur. And I'm paraphrasing because I know that she said entrepreneur at some point. But if you are new to anti-MLM content, they like to put different names on everything. They like to make it seem like it's something it's not. At the end of the day, they are an independent contractor for a company, and they are a salesperson. I've said this in a previous video of mine. There is nothing wrong with being a salesperson. I'm not trying to be condescending when it comes to that. But that is what they are. They're not a business owner. They're not their own business owner. But yeah, let's just get back to it.
The stars, my vision is to have 100,000 people who are living an elevated lifestyle. We want 100,000 people living amongst the stars with us. And so I'm super excited about this pink.
Is it because you want people to live an elevated lifestyle, or is it because you want to keep up with your rank and you want to be able to buy these things, such as you just said with the Rolex, for example? But yeah, so is it really that you want other people to also have this lifestyle, or is it because you want to make sure that you keep your rank and that you keep climbing the structure that is multi-level marketing?
Champagne that we're introducing to the world. I like to call it the happy hangover. All right. And if you've ever had a hangover before, they're no one's friend, but the happy hangover, because this product is literally changing people's lives. And one of the reasons why it is changing people's lives, guys, is because it's obviously not alcohol, but it gives you that mental clarity and that focus. And we're going to talk a little bit about that, but let's just talk about what the pink lifestyle, what the pink lifestyle is, right? The pink champagne lifestyle. I call it the happy hangover. It is the beginning of a successful life. You increase your spirituality, you increase your finances, you increase your health, and you increase your lifestyle, right?
But do you actually increase all of that? Are all of the people on your team actually having a successful biz? Are they, like it says here, increasing their spirituality? That sounds really cult-like, honestly. Why is that one of the first bullet points? Because it's a little culty to me, a little bit of a red flag to me. But then it says increase your finances. Are the people on your team all increasing their finances? Do you know that for sure? And then it says increase your health and increase your lifestyle. Let's just get back to it.
Right? So it's all things elevation, right? And so the thing about it, a lot of people want a lot more from life. They don't know how to enter into the beginning of it. And guys, sometimes it's about taking the first step. And the first step is a door that will get you into that lifestyle. And that is what the pink champagne diet represents. It's the beginning of an elevated life for you. And we keep it simple with one product at a time. So now what is the system, right? We've tapped into an incredible health and wellness drink. It is a superfood, right? And it is absolutely incredible. If you're like me, brain fog, feeling tired, waking up and feeling like you got to go back to sleep. And you're like, I don't know what's the matter with me, because I'm getting the rest, but I'm still tired. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? And you drink 4 or 5 cups of coffee and it's like nothing is fixing it, right? And I think a lot of us experience that has a lot to do with our our digestive system, anxiety, depression, all those different things. And so the reason why I call it the happy hangover is because one of my best friends, she was actually drinking the drink, right? And I went over her house and I seen that she had the drink sitting there. And she is not a big product person. And I said, wow, every time I come over here, you are drinking this pink champagne. You're drinking this X-Trim. Why? And she said, I noticed that the next day after drinking it consistently, I feel happier. And I said, that's interesting. And so she wasn't even selling the product. So she had no reason to give me a testimony like that. And that's how we came up with the happy hangover. Because when you consistently drink this drink 1 to 2 times a day, you all of a sudden feel mental clarity. You feel focused. You feel like you can accomplish things. It heals the digestive system. I know for a lot of you guys, you probably have experienced what
it heals the digestive system. Sounds a little bit like a health claim right there. Heal your digestive system? You can't say that. That is something that you cannot say. But if you were paying attention to that portion of it, there were a lot of buzzwords that this rep was throwing around. And yeah, it's really giving me Elamir vibes. I don't know how one little tiny supplement can do all of these types of things, that it can heal your digestive system, it can help your brain fog, it can do all of these other things. How can an MLM product do that? Because if it really was that great, everybody would know about it. You wouldn't have to sell it within a multi-level marketing structure, because in my opinion, this is strictly my opinion, when a company goes in the direction of a multi-level marketing company, I always side-eye it a little bit, especially when they create an MLM portion of the company. I always side-eye it because, in my opinion, the MLM reps become the best customers. So when some of these reps say, oh, we're the fastest growing company in the world or in this industry or whatever, first of all, they never give us proof of that. But second of all, I really truly think it's because the MLM reps become the best customers. So in the eyes of the company, if they want to make a quick buck, I mean, yeah, it's unethical, obviously. But if you're going to have your reps have to have a PV, yeah, they're going to be buying from you. Then you have a guaranteed customer until they finally wake up and decide, you know what, this isn't for me anymore. Anyway, let's get back to it.
I've experienced what they call the leaky gut syndrome, right? And what that means is you have those cuts in your gut, and what happens is the food and the things that you're digesting, it gets inside of your bloodstream, and it just gives you that tired, unclear feeling. If anyone knows what I'm talking about, put it in the comments. So what the pink champagne, it's the X-Trim, guys, what it's going to do is it's going to fix you. If I could sum it up, it's going to fix you. Some of you guys that are listening to this,
that is quite the health claim to be making. It's going to fix you? Are you for real right now? Oh my gosh. That's dangerous to say, because some people might have an actual issue going on that they need professional help for, not some, what is it called? The X-Trim, the sticks. It's probably, it's probably similar to like the Arbonne Fizz sticks. Let me just say, if you are going through certain things medically, just go to a professional. Go see a professional. Have them take a look at it, because maybe there is something really serious going on in your body. Please do not take the MLM companies or the MLM reps' word for this supplement, because the more products they sell, the more of the opportunity that they sell, because that's what they're selling, the more money they're going to make, which is why they have that motive of, yeah, let me talk about how great this product is. But we see MLM reps go to completely different MLMs over and over and over again, and they always say the same thing. Oh, the product here is so great. Well, that's what you said in the last one. So how can we trust you now if that's what you said the exact same thing in the last one, that the products were so great, the compensation plan was so great. But I'm going off on a tangent. I'm just really annoyed and just angry that she said this will fix you. No. If you have something going on, please seek professional help. Find someone who can help figure out what's going on with you. Oh my gosh, this is so dangerous.
You have dreams and goals and you inspire, or, you may be like the people who go to the gym for the first 5 or 6 days and all of a sudden you look up, 3 or 4 months have passed by and you haven't even stepped foot back in the gym. And a lot of that has to do with what's going on internally with us. And so what this product is going to do, it's going to fix you. Everyone needs this drink. And so as we go on the mission to help 100,000 people live a happier lifestyle, joining the Pink Champagne lifestyle, guys. It's not just about the consumption of the product. It's elevated everything. It's the increase of your spirituality, your health, your finances, and the life that you live. And so you can get started with the opportunity for $139. Okay. That $139, guys, is going to allow you to make $405. All right. $266 of that will be profit. I'll break it down to you. And then after you get into the rhythm of the system, we invite you to really join into the Pink Champagne lifestyle, where we have training and people who have mastered what we call an elevated lifestyle. And we teach you how to increase your spirituality, your health, travel, your finances, all those different things is what the Pink Champagne lifestyle represents. So it's only $139, guys, to join this business. You spend $139 one time, it turns to $405, guys. $266 of that is profit. So just think, if you're just good enough to do the system once a week, well, you're bringing an extra $1,000 a month into your household. So if you're working a 9 to 5, that's incredible. Now you can take $1,000, put it towards your rent, put it towards your car note or whatever. And all of a sudden you've got a little bit extra, and you're doing this simply from using social media. You don't have to clock in. All right. You don't have to spend thousands of dollars. Now we have some people who are really good at the system.
It's not just using social media. When you go on social media, let's say that you're not an influencer or anyone that does social media for their job, for example. When you go on social media, what is your purpose on there? Why are you on social media? To scroll, maybe? I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm totally guilty of aimlessly scrolling here and there. But when you go on social media, are you selling to every single person on your social media? Are you messaging all of your friends? Are you spending your days trying to figure out how to get some kind of content up talking about the opportunity or talking about the product? No, it's not just using social media. It's way more than that. So don't try to sit here and say that you're already using social media, so that's all you need. No. Do not. And then when it said, hold on, let me pull it back up again, because the slide, it says $139 to launch your business, and then it says spend $139 one time, turns into $405 first week, $266 in profit. But you need to make a disclaimer saying that these results are not going to be the same for every single person. You cannot guarantee that is what is going to happen. That's not how it works.
The system. And so what they do is they're able to do the system correctly twice, right? Meaning that they're making an extra $500 basically a week, which means that's an extra $2,000 a month. All right. And yes, we do have people on our team that are good enough with the Pink Champagne diet where they do the system correctly 4 times a week. That means they're making an extra $1,000 a week from simply posting on social media. If I could tell you anything going into the next month or the next year, what is $139 to you? What is $139 to you? It really is allowing you to launch a business that can help you make extra income. If you look at this picture here, the Pink Champagne.
For some people though, that $139 is maybe what they're missing in order to pay their rent this month. Maybe that's what they're going to spend in groceries this week. Maybe, just maybe, that is them living paycheck to paycheck, and that $139 is going to make them overdraw their account. So don't try to sit here and say, because it seems like where she's going with this is, oh, it's only $139. $139 can be a lot to a lot of people. So, I mean, I wouldn't spend $139 on it. And this is coming from someone who has joined not one, but 2 MLM companies in the past. So yeah, no, $139, absolutely not. Especially for something where they are being deceptive and they're saying it's just if you just go on social media. It's just if you do the systems. What are the systems? Is it recruiting people? Because that's not a system. That's just part of the multi-level marketing structure. That is what you do in a pyramid scheme as well. And in my opinion, MLM companies are legal pyramid schemes. They just have a product, and I do think that product is just their loophole to kind of be able to, because if you look at a lot of these MLM reps that I have just on my channel alone, and in addition to other people who have reacted to these MLM reps, how many times have you seen them talk about the product and not mostly about the opportunity? How many times have we seen that? I can probably count on one hand how many videos on my channel are them talking about the products, whether it be in the beginning of a video, but then it turns into recruitment is most of the video. So anyway, let's keep going.
The pink champagne lifestyle is spreading very fast. This is us out in South Africa with leaders that are ready to live amongst the stars. We're going to keep it very simple. All right. And so after you decide to tap into, and remember, I told you, in order to tap into that elevated lifestyle, there is a door that you have to go through. And sometimes it looks like starting with a product. Sometimes it looks like joining with the right people who have the same vision and the same mission. There's a principle of success that I love to talk about, the law of the mastermind. Guys, you become like the 5 people that you hang around. And so when you see my business partners, even here on this page, the reason why a lot of us are successful is because we have the same vision and the same mission. And so if you're watching this, maybe you're contemplating, you're like, that stuff never works out for me. You've got to change your circle. You've got to come into the pink champagne lifestyle where it's all things elevated. We read books. We increase our spirituality. We travel first class. There is
that part where she said, oh, you have to change your circle if you're thinking about how these things never work out for you. Doesn't that kind of sound a little culty? Within the BITE model, there is one portion where it does talk about how the cults separate you from your friends and your family. Don't get me wrong, I am all for cutting out toxicity out of your life and having boundaries. I'm all for that. Very many years ago, I went through something similar. It wasn't anything multi-level marketing related, but there were a few people who were very, very toxic in my life and were bringing me down. So I had to say goodbye to those people. But that's different because those are people who aren't the reason why you say, oh, these things never work out for me. You can have people in your life that are supportive who maybe aren't at the same status as you. I don't know. It seems like this rep is kind of not, I wouldn't say necessarily obsessed, but just maybe kind of in a sense of status and materialistic things and money and all of that stuff. Don't get me wrong. Money is great because money helps you pay the bills and it helps you buy things that maybe you want. So it helps you buy things that you want and you need. And while I don't think that money necessarily buys happiness all the time, but it sure as shit helps because it helps with, like I just said, bills. So again, money doesn't equal happiness, but it does help. It truly does help. And I know that some people might say, oh, well, that makes you sound materialistic or whatever it is. No, money pays the bills. So of course, money is definitely going to help. But anyway, let's get back to it.
We like the finer things in life. And the reason why we like it is because we know that we deserve it. And so many people have settled into a life of non-elevation because of the people you're hanging around. See, when I set out on the goal to make $100,000 a month, the reason why that was a goal of mine is because I had people in my life that were making $100,000 a month. See, what you think is far out and crazy right now in your life is because you don't have people around you that makes it normal. Okay. When I first purchased my Rolls Royce, it was because my good friend had one in her driveway. And whenever I would go to Houston, I would get in her car. So what happened was, to some people, a Rolls Royce is something that's, something they can't even imagine. Well, that's because none of your friends have one. And so what you got to get really good at is increasing your friendship. And when you increase your friendship and you've got people around you that are on a mission to elevate, all of a sudden, the things that you think are so far away from you become something that you expect. The reason why it becomes something you expect is because people in your circle, they have it already. So my question to you when it comes to joining into the pink champagne lifestyle is, there's a scripture that says that the latter days of my life will be greater than the former. Okay. In order for the latter days of your life to be greater than the former, then it's something that you have to ask yourself. And the question that you have to ask yourself is, what are your friends talking about? The people, if you look in your call log right now, what conversations were you having? Because when I look at my call log, even from this morning, the average person that I've had a conversation with this morning either makes over $100,000 a month, or it's people inspiring to make over $100,000 a month. So stop feeling like you're so far away from what is next.
If this rep... So is she saying that she doesn't talk to people who don't want to make or aren't currently making $100,000 a month? It just bothers me, because why are you basing everything in your life off of what someone else is making? I have friends who make more than me. I have friends who make less than me, but we treat each other all the same. And we never feel like, oh, well, you make more than me, or you're not wanting to make as much as I do, so sorry, we can't talk anymore. What kind of nonsense rhetoric is that? Rolls-Royce cars are beautiful, but I'm perfectly fine with my car that I have that is definitely nowhere near the price of a Rolls-Royce.
When I tell you to join this movement quickly, all right, because we are on a mission to live amongst the stars, I genuinely mean that. And the door to get into that lifestyle, guys, may look like a product. It may look like a product that makes you feel happy. It may look like a product that allows you to eliminate brain fog so that you can actually focus and see your way through to what your next version of life could be. And so as we tap into 100,000 people living amongst the stars, again, I remind you what that looks like. What that looks like is an increase in your spirituality. I want to be so confident that when I open my mouth and say, God, you're so incredible, I want to know that he hears me, and I also want him to respond. This comes through the intention. The intention to increase your relationship and your spirituality. When I look at my bank account, I don't want to scroll through the app really quick because I don't like what I see. I also do not want to be the person who just...
So to this rep, does that mean that if you're not in this MLM, that you can't work on your spirituality? That's weird.
Justifies the lack of elevation that I have in my bank account because of, that's just how it is, or everyone's not lucky, or no, it's your circle of friends. It's the group of people that you hang out with. Take your bank account, go through the last 5 people that you've had conversations with on the phone, take their income, divide it by 5, and that's how much money you make. I promise you. Okay. Increasing your health. You know, the older that we get, you can't afford to let yourself fall off anymore. That's why we're a part of this lifestyle. You got to walk every single day. You got to pay attention to what you're eating because you want to get through the door of fulfillment. You want to get through the door of purpose, guys. That's what the pink champagne lifestyle is about. And you want to increase your lifestyle. I'm not sitting in economy. I'm only going to go in first class. I'm not coming if there's no VIP section because I know how much I'm worth. See, a 9 to 5 was created. A 9 to 5 was created to get you to stop, to give up on your dreams. It was created for you to believe that an increased lifestyle is not for you. It was created.
She knows that the people that are working the back office for the MLM company that she's working for are working a 9 to 5. That company would not be able to function without those people because you need to have those people in addition to salespeople. And then her comment about if there's no VIP section that I'm not going and I'm not flying economy, I'm flying first class. Girl, humble yourself. Humble yourself a bit.
It was created for the person crazy enough to live amongst the stars and for you to hold them up there. The creator or the owner of your business, and there's nothing wrong with a 9 to 5 if you're working part-time on your fortune and full-time at your job until your part-time pays you more than your full-time. The part-time is this opportunity that I'm showing you right now, because as you duplicate this lifestyle out and you begin to help other people become successful, your income is going to increase. And you know what? Sometimes you might not see the big picture. Then you want to take it step by step. And so as we're on this mission for 100,000 people, guys, the question you got to ask yourself is, do I deserve more? If the answer is yes, then the second question you have to ask yourself is, how do I get more? And that is when principle comes into play. I want you to look at your call log. And when you look at your call log, I want you to take the 5 people that you're hanging out with, and you're the average of them. And so what happens is, as you get really good at partnering up, friending up, I should be your friend. If you could work with me, I don't mean to sound cocky, but if you could work with me, why not? For the opportunity to be able to partner with someone who loves hard work, who's committed to an elevated lifestyle. What starts to happen is when you look at your call log, all of a sudden you're having conversations with 7-figure earners, and you can FaceTime 7-figure earners, and you go to events where there's multiple 7-figure earners there, and you go to events and all of a sudden it's hundreds of thousands of people there that have committed to getting amongst the stars. The star life is more so recognizing the value and the purpose that God created you for and deciding that you're going to.
God didn't create you to, and this is coming from someone who grew up going to church every Sunday, no longer practice, but God didn't create you to work for a multi-level marketing company and to recruit people.
That you're going to walk into that direction. And sometimes it looks like switching your friends up. So now you partner with someone who has a mission and a goal. And maybe right now you might not be clear on what your vision is. So then what you do is you partner with the vision. And you see that, guys, this movement right here can pay you an extra $10,000 a month in residual income. It could pay you an extra $20,000 a month. I've got friends that make $1 million a month. And if you had asked me back in 2015 or 16, $1 million a month, if some of you guys are listening to this, like $1 million a month, like, come on now, like that's just, you're selling a fantasy. It's a fantasy to you because you're not in that galaxy. And you know what's crazy? You can decide to fly up to that galaxy before it's actually your reality. And it comes by changing the circle of people that you hang out with. So listen, all of you guys that are watching this, you can get started in the opportunity and launch this business, guys, for $139. That $139 is going to flip to make you $405. You're going to get your money back, but then you're going to be making the extra $250 a week. You're going to be.
I'm going to end it there because it's just closing out the whole call, but yeah, there were some red flags in that. It sounded very culty, and I just didn't like it very much. But you guys can let me know what you think in the comment section below. There is another video by a rep for this company that I want to react to as well, but I'm going to save that for the next video. Maybe I can go ahead and kind of look up some more information. Maybe I can pretend to sign up for the opportunity, and I can look at stuff before I have to swipe a card, which I'm not going to, but maybe if I sign up for an email or something, they'll send me some kind of information in regards to a comp plan or anything of that nature. So I'm going to end it here. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I will see you guys next time. This is Monica reporting to you live from a highway. Bye!